Here the comment Evildea made on my channel, where I told him since he have contact to the polyglot YouTubers and since he have made a comment here, then he can tell them about this challenge. Then what he tell me here, I'm not friends with the people I talk about. In fact, over half of them probably hate my guts for exposing them. Lol. I know Metatron said he would be happy to do a live stream with natives of your choosing to prove his language abilities. I'm more than happy to do a live stream speaking Esperanto to prove my abilities. So find an Esperanto speaker you trust to test me. I can't talk on behalf of others. That's up to them. Not sure why I'm even bothering to write this, because I know you won't bother to find an Esperanto speaker, but if you do, ping me. I don't really care if you can speak Esperanto. I have already showed in my video response to you that they say that you can learn Esperanto in few weeks or few months. It means that anyone can do it in few weeks or few months, or even you can spend 1 year or 2 years, then you have learned Esperanto. So I don't really care about if you can speak Esperanto. And he say that he don't have contact with them or don't talk with those people, then I will show you that he's full of bullshit. I will show you that he's full of bullshit. Here is the video that he talk about Oriental Pearl, saying that Oriental Pearl mentioned him. And look here. This is the original video here from Oriental Pearl. Look here. You can see here he comment the video. The video that Oriental Pearl made about Evildea. I can see she mentioned his channel here. She mentioned his channel there and also in the video. I can see Evildea made a comment here. I enjoyed your commentary a lot. On a side note, I have actually had so many people ask me to review Laushu, but this one I refuse to do as he is blah 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 blah. All in all, really enjoyed your insight. And then look here. Again, Evildea comment here. And then here, Oriental Pearl, thanks for watching. I found your channel 2 weeks ago and thought it was really interesting. Sometimes your jokes have me cracking up. Yeah, bullshit, whatever. You can see here, they have some communication, and if he will say that no, they're not communicating, and he just made a comment and she just responded on the comment, still she respond on his comment, it means that he can go to her channel and tell her. Then maybe he would tell me that I should go and tell her. If I go and tell her, then very big chance that she will not respond me, and maybe she have already blocked me, because many of those polyglot scammers, they have blocked my channel. He have contact with her, talking together with her, and she mentioned him in her video. She mentioned him in her video, and then maybe he would just say like, oh, she just mentioned me, but I don't talk with her, and all this bullshit nonsense.
Able to read and write. 100% true in this case. I wake up at 5 a.m. A couple languages.
When a person talks against speaking numerous languages,
I'm spending, after that, you can't just do 18-year-old who can read, write, and type. That's what he...
Numerous languages,
already, there's...
Except Antarctica, I do think that I at least have some experience in the top.
Said, this guy's Chinese is really good. And he is a talented individual. He's stuff like that when he says, I'm really...
Said Chinese is their best language.
As in, he...
And he means, he does... Not really. It's Chinese, like... Guy going through... Stuart J. Raj.
They have communication together, but he wants to deny it.
And
They have communication together, but he's denying it. But I know they are communicating together. And I know he can contact her if he wants. And he can also contact the other polyglot YouTubers. But if he don't want to do it, or he want to pretend, if he want to pretend that he's not talking with them, and he don't know them and all this bullshit, then fine. Don't do it. I will wait and see if they will respond by themselves. I will wait and see if they respond by themselves then. I know that he have contact with the polyglot YouTubers and that he's part of this language learning scam community, but he's just lying about it. Evildea and Metatron, both of them are lying and pretending that they don't know the polyglot YouTubers. Even I know that they are part of this language learning scam community and they made those videos to defend the polyglot YouTubers. Then people say that they're also criticizing them. They criticize them because many people know now that the polyglot YouTubers cannot speak all those languages. That's why they also criticize them same time, but same time they also defend them. He pretend that he don't have contact with them and he don't know them, but he's lying. I told him, as I said in my videos, I don't really care that much about how many languages that you and Metatron can speak. You say that you don't have contact with them, but Oriental Pearl made a video about you and you have commented her video about you and she responded your comment, meaning that you have contact to Oriental Pearl and Oriental Pearl has contact with those polyglot YouTubers. But if you don't want to talk to them about this, then I will wait and see if they respond me. If you can speak Esperanto or not, I don't care about it. Because this Metatron and also Evildea and Metatron want to make it about them. My problem is not about you, how many languages you or Metatron can speak. My problem is with those other polyglot YouTubers that I mentioned. But then you will tell me that you don't talk with them or don't have contact with them and they are angry at you and they hate you and all this bullshit. No, I don't think they hate you. I think they are happy about what you're doing. And I have some other video that I will show later on where I explain more about this. I think they're very happy about what you're doing because you're actually defending them. You pretend that you are against them, but same time you're defending them. And if you don't want to admit that you have contact with them, and if you don't want to talk to them or tell them about this, but I'm very sure you already told them about this and I'm very sure they already know. And you know why they also know about this? I will show you why they know about this. Metatron only mentioned Italian, Sicilian and Japanese. He only mentioned 3 languages, but he said that he can speak more than that. So if you want him to be tested on a live stream, then in all the languages, not only in 3 languages. If you want to test him, then in Italian, Sicilian, Japanese, Chinese, Spanish, French and Greek, all the languages. But as I said, I want to make the live stream with the other people first, and that is Luca Lampriello, Lindy Botes, Oli Richards, Richard Simcott, Steve Kaufman. Those 5 people first. Bring me those 5 people and then you will tell me you don't have contact with them. Okay, then we wait and see if they will respond. Those people first, and some of the other fake polyglot YouTubers who pretend to speak 10 languages or more than 10 languages. Some of those people first. After that, then we can take a look about you or Metatron or something like that. Because I don't really care that much about how many languages you and Metatron can speak. And I will show you now that those polyglot YouTubers that I mentioned, they already know about this challenge. Lindy Botes and Luca Lampriello and Oli Richards and Richard Simcott and Steve Kaufman, They already know about this challenge, but they didn't respond yet. How do I know that they know about it? Not only because this Petra style will go and tell them, and also Evildea and Metatron will go and tell them. Then if you say that they will not tell them, even I know they will do that, but if you say they will not tell them, then how do I know that they know about this? It's because I mentioned them in 2 of my videos. I mentioned them. This one here, no excuses. You can see there is at Luca Lampriello, and then also I mentioned the other 4, and also this video here in the top with 27 views. Lindy Bouttes, I mentioned here, the story learning is Ollie Richards.
Look.
You can see here I mentioned them. Lindy Bouttes and the story learning is Ollie Richards. Speaking fluently is Richard Simcott. The linguist is Steve Kaufman. And also I mentioned Luca Lampriello, and also in the other video I mentioned Luca Lampriello. I will show you in the other video I also mentioned Luca Lampriello. You can see here in the other video I also mentioned Luca Lampriello. Look here.
Hello.
Look here in the description. Luca Lampriello, Lindy Bouttes, and then the story learning is Ollie Richards. Then this one is Richard Simcott, speaking fluently, and the linguist is Steve Kaufman. I mentioned them here. When I mention them, then they will get a notification in their YouTube channel. They will get a notification in their YouTube channel that someone mentioned them. Then they will see this challenge I made here. So they all know about this. So even if Evildea and Metatron want to pretend that they are not part of the language learning scam community, and they want to pretend that there's no scam community, or they want like that, and they want to pretend that they don't have contact with the polyglot YouTubers, Evildea and Metatron want to pretend they don't have contact with the polyglot YouTubers, even they are part of this language learning scam community. But if they don't want to admit, that they are part of this community, and they want to say they don't have contact with them, if you want to say you don't have contact with them, then I already mentioned them, so don't worry about it. Evildea and Metatron want to say that they don't have contact with the polyglot YouTubers, but it's a lie. And they want to say that they will not tell them or cannot tell them or whatever. Don't worry, I have already mentioned them here and also in the other video. So they already know about this, and I'm very sure this Petra Stahl and some other people have told them about this. So just keep pretending, Evildea and Metatron, keep pretending that you are not part of this language learning scam community, but you are part of it, and you are supporting the fake polyglot YouTubers or some of them,